pleased that we are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You are knowing what you are wanting? It moves about a bit, yes? You are appreciating the contrast of your time-space reality? You like the focus that it brings to you? You are enjoying the expansion of your desire? You can hear clearly? You are enjoying the expansion of your desire? Well, we are really not wanting to force that from you, but we so adore it when you offer it voluntarily. And you mean it when you do it. Because when you say and mean, I adore my expansion, then that means you're in the moment up to speed with your feeling when you made the decision to come forth into this time-space reality to begin with. Because you knew that expansion would be the natural byproduct. You just cannot be focused in this time and in this space and in these magnificent bodies, interacting with all that life is bringing to you without constant new rockets of desire being born. You can't shut that down. What you can do is find a way, and we'll talk about it in all the days that we are together. You can find a way of becoming a consistent vibrational match to the desires that are constantly emanating from you. And when you do that, then life is delicious. It is fun. You feel frisky. You are living as you intended. But if your desires are out ahead of you, and you have not figured out how to be a consistent vibrational equivalent to your desires, then your desires don't feel good to you. And if your desires don't feel good to you, then you're missing out on why you came. Because you didn't come to get stuff done. You didn't come to fix things that are broken. You didn't come for the mark on the chart or for the approval from something outside of you. You came for the joyous expansion and alignment that must come with expansion if it is to be joyous. In other words, expansion is happening all the time. As you sift through the variety that surrounds you and know what you don't want, what you do want is naturally born out of that. And even if you don't speak words about what you do want, there is a vibration that emanates from you that moves into what we are calling your vortex of attraction or your vortex of creation. And as this rocket moves there, you, the larger part of you, the source energy part of you, the soul, God, source, whole of you, expands because of that rocket explosion that goes forth. So when we visit with you, 100% of our interest in assisting you in living the life that you've come forth to live lies in the understanding that there often is a vibrational variance between the rocket that you have recently or maybe even not so recently launched and where your habit or pattern of vibration is. In other words, you've got beliefs that don't match your desires. You've got beliefs that don't match who you are. You have attitudes that aren't up to speed with the attitude of your source. You have thoughts that you beat the drum of that you've picked up along your physical trail that do not serve you, that are not a vibrational match to the source understanding, to the source knowing, to the source being. And so until you figure out how to, thought by thought, subject by subject, relationship by relationship, moment by moment, until you figure out how to mold the vibration of your habit of thought, your belief system, into alignment with the belief system, or we'll even go further, the knowledge, the knowing of the source within you. Until you figure out how to make that vibrational marriage, you've got some resistance going on. And resistance doesn't feel good. Resistance is always accompanied by negative emotion. So when we say to you, are you enjoying the expansion that you are about? And you say yes, and you really mean it. Then that means that you've got this figured out. You've tuned into your emotional guidance system. You're aware when your thought doesn't match, and you know what to do about it. Well, what does one do when you know that you've got a thought that doesn't match the thought of source about the same subject? First, let's ask an even better question. How do you know when your thought doesn't match your source thought? You don't feel good. How do you know when it matches? You feel good. In other words, when you feel passion or eager, when you feel alive and frisky, when you feel love and appreciation, you're matching your opinion in the moment and your emotional mood that reflects that opinion matches the opinion or the knowledge of the source within you. When you feel negative emotion, it means you've got something active in your vibration right here, right now, that isn't up to speed with who you are. And because your thought isn't up to speed with who you are, your vibration isn't up to speed with who you are, you're not up to speed with who you are. You're not vibrationally equivalent to the larger part of you, and the separation is too strong a word, but the resistance that is present when your frequencies are off keeps you not from staying alive, doesn't keep you even from creating reasonably well, but it mutes the joyous life experience that you are meant to live. And so if you develop patterns of thought, if you become tolerant of negative emotion, if you get used to it, if orneriness doesn't bother you, if being mad at this one and this one and this one doesn't bother you, if you just get used to that, then what happens is you get used to less than who you really are, and over time it will wear you down.